welcome back. I am Wendy and this is Happily Handmade, and today I've got, some more books that I didn't need. If I'm honest, these are kind of coming quite slowly really. They're just odds that have kind of built up really in the corner in a pile, and I'm like, no, I need to film these so I can put them away because they're driving me nuts on there. So they're from a few different places today. So I've got some from Book Depository, I've got an Amazon Japan order, I've got a couple just from the UK, and a couple of second-hand purchases that I cannot pronounce. And then this first one is from a completely random store that I just happened to find these items from. So I saw, was it this one? I think it was this one on Imogen's channel, Colouring Kids. And yeah, she showed stickers. So that was it. I was like, stickers? In the back of these, they have these lovely, lovely stickers. And I think she got them from France somewhere. Oh, I could do with going up a little bit, couldn't I? Let's move you up a little bit so we've got a bit better view. I think she'd got them from somewhere in France when she'd been on holiday. And I was like, oh, it's from France. Them stickers look really cute. Look at them. They're lovely. And I thought, obviously I do a lot of kind of whimsical nature colouring pages, don't I? And they've got art stuff in them as well. So I was like, oh, I want them because they'll be ideal for in my journal. Look at them birds, they're so cute. So yeah, I thought, if nothing else, I just want them stickers. I did have a route round on the internet in the UK, and I did find a local, well, fairly local, it was down south somewhere, shop that was selling these. And the books, the books are okay. I'm thinking, this one particularly is quite cute. I quite like it. It's double-sided, but it's quite whimsical. There's a mushroom page, so I'm going to love it. But yeah, I kind of look like I can learn some French names while I'm doing it. Even better. Can't pronounce them, but I could learn them as I'm going. I just thought this was a cute little book that she'd showed. I think it's supposed to be for kids, isn't it? But, well, I'm a big child, so whatever. I'm going to colour it. Look at him, he's cute with his boggly eyes. I just, thought, I'm having them, even though they're for kids, but not for adults. But so I got that one. And then, as you do, I've seen one. So, this shop's got these other ones as well. And have they got stickers? Yes, they have more stickers. So, I had to get these as well. And they weren't that expensive, these, so I was quite pleased. I think I got all of them for like £16, £15, something like that. I can't remember now, but they weren't any big shakes. They took a while to get to me, but I was quite pleased. So got some more gardening-y stickers. This book I don't love as much as the other one, but it's still, I'm thinking that's a lot of space, somewhere where I can't use alcohol markers because it's double-sided, but it's still quite cute, isn't it? Maybe do it with the Tombos or something like that. I still quite like some of the little scenes in it. I think they're quite a cute book. I'm not sure, would kids colour this in? I don't know. It doesn't feel too childlike to me, this particular one. It's not the most exciting, isn't it? Although I quite like this little mole down his little hole. That's cute. I thought, I'm having these. But that's the gardening one, I think. What is it? I think it is the garden, isn't it, with 120 stickers. And then this one I thought is probably not going to be as much for me, but it's bound to still have stickers, so I'm ordering it. Although this one always gets stuck. But they seem to be that kind of camping theme, this one. So it's got all different ones, that some are sea life, some are camping. So it's kind of adventure, really, I think would be my description of it. Cute doggo. I don't think I'm going to camp where we're going to have Eskimos. That seems a bit chilly. Underwater one. Yeah, they're a little bit reflective, as you can see. They're on clear print. I think we're back to the beginning, aren't we? There. Get in. No, it doesn't want to. I'm not going to fight with it now. And then I quickly flick through the book. Like I say, I think out of all of them, this is probably the book that I'm like, maybe not. I quite like these 2 pages. I think they're quite cute. But big amounts of sea. That's a thumbs down for me. I don't know why. I just can't make myself do it at the moment. And like this feels a bit boring to me. I don't mind this side so much. These I don't mind. I'm quite liking interiors at the moment. Big map, no. Quite like this. But yeah, so out of all of them, I think that's the book I don't like the most. Then, I think I got this from Book Depository. I certainly didn't order it from Japan, so I'm thinking I must have got it from Book Depository, because I've not got anything from Etsy for a while. So, I Love Europe, colouring book by, I have no clue who it's by, because it's all in Korean, so I don't know yet, which is the other reason I'm thinking I did probably get it from Book Depository. Random Harry Potter flying over Hogwarts at the back, which is definitely not in London. St Paul's Cathedral. But yeah, I thought this was quite nice. I'll whiz through it quite quick because I've got quite a few to show you. But yeah, obviously it's basically round Europe, so you've got various different places and objects that are famous in these various different places. But I thought, yeah, it's quite a cute one. Not this page. That's not cute. That's not going to get done. They're quite detailed. I think that would be the only thing I would say about it. And they do have these kind of quite strange angles to how the buildings are drawn. But yeah, I still quite like it. I think it's quite an interesting book. Something a little bit different. A bit of Spain. So yeah, I thought I'll give this one a go. This was a blind buy, really. I didn't know a huge amount about it. I just thought, well, I quite like European books, like tours around Europe. You can see different buildings and things, so this does appeal, and these are just kind of random things at the back, I think. Feels a bit filler at the back, doesn't it? But sorry, I keep pushing it up, don't I? I need to check. Take a break from your tour around Europe. But then it does, yeah, explain where the places are. You can look it up if you're not sure in the back. So my tour around Europe colouring book by some lovely Korean person that I don't know. I'll try and link it if it's still on Book Depository, so you can have a look for yourself. And then I think this is The Room of Admiration, or The Room I Admire, or something like that. I have the other one of these that's a little, again, I think it's like a little tour around the town, the other one that I have. But these are all interiors, and yeah, maybe it's because winter, but yeah, I just fancy doing interiors at the moment. So got another little interiors book. Let me crack it, because I don't want to fold all the pages and then get bends in them because I've not cracked the spine. There we go. That's better. Well, maybe it isn't. Ooh, open. You know you want to. That's better, so it's opening properly. Okay, so I'll whiz you through them pretty quick. But yeah, it's just basically favourite rooms, favourite things they're doing in the rooms, food, no bad thing, clothing, bedrooms. I don't think it's quite as nice as my vintage room book that I got last month. I think that is a fave, but I still like this. I think it's a bit simpler than that one and a bit less stylised. That one's kind of got a very vintage. I like this. This is nice. Got a very vintage flair to it. Obviously, this is not a new book. It's quite an old book now. It's been out a while, but yeah, I like the other one. I haven't coloured in the other one. I should have bought this one really, but I keep seeing it, and when it pops up on Book Depository, I'm like, no, I'm definitely getting it off Book Depository because that's way cheaper than ordering it from anywhere else. So, and I know I want it long term, so why not? Secret bookshelf room. If only. This looks cute. I like these rooms. And then, yeah, as with always with these books, you've got random things at the back that you can make some construction, or it looks like you're building some kind of house that then you can put your items in. It's never going to get done. I'm not going to do it. But yeah, I think it's The Room I Admire or something along those lines. Again, if it's still on Book Depository, I will try and link it. And then this one is totally colouring Kay's fault because I think someone had sent her this, but I had bought it Karen Myers, I can't speak. The Mystical Lands of Cleonadra, In Search of Autumn Secrets. I haven't got any of her books. Oh, I should have put this in my seasonal video. Yeah, that's the only page I don't like in this. Like, what are these? Gathering at Mystical Portal. I don't like these. And he's not looking too happy either, is he? That's a strange page. But I do like some of this, certainly. And obviously it's all kind of mushroomy houses, which is totally me. So yeah, I thought I'd give one of these a go. I don't know if I'm loving these borders, because they seem to be like cut off at different levels, really. I don't think I love the borders, but well, I'll have to live with the borders. Is it? Oh, there must be two copies of everything, is there? Because there's two of them horrible mushroom head things. But yeah, Mystical Lands of Cleonadra. Thought I'd give that a go as well, because I haven't got any of Karen Myers' work up to now. Then I also got, which is probably old now because it's been in my pile a little bit of time, I got the Alice in Wonders special by Eva Nikuen. I'm not sure how you pronounce that. And I've got, I like a lot of Alice in Wonderland. I have a lot of Alice in Wonderland, but I have mixed feelings about this book. I think the illustrations are beautiful. I do really like them. I think that it's a lovely book. But Alice in Wonderland is a child in the book. This is not a child. She feels way too old for the Alice in Wonderland story for me. Like, I love some of these scene pages. The animals are beautiful. There's some lovely pages in there here, which is why in the end I did get it. But she is not Alice in Wonderland in my mind in this book. She's far too old. Alice in Wonderland is supposed to be a small child. She's not supposed to be a woman. It's a lovely book. I think the illustrations are beautiful. I do like these drawings, but she isn't that character in my mind. But it's a beautiful book, and I've bought it on that premise, really. And I love some of the scenes in it. I think the illustrations are very pretty. Look at that. I love the characters. Yeah, there's some really nice drawing in it. I think it's beautiful. But I just feel the characters are too old in it for the story. Like, that feels slightly wrong, doesn't it? She's a woman holding it, Humpty Dumpty. No, why? Doesn't feel quite right to me. Maybe I'm just being picky. But I think the illustrations are beautiful, so I bought it on that premise. Then, I think this was on Chelsea's channel. Is it Chelsea's Creative Escapes? I'm not sure now. She's changed the name, hasn't she? And I'm not full up on it. I'm terrible at remembering things at the best of times. And this is not normally my kind of book, but I thought, actually, if you're stressed and you just want something to chill you out a little bit, this Kim Geyser book could be really quite handy, and it's quite good quality paper. And I happened to go on Amazon, and I think somebody must have been selling it second hand or from a second hand bookshop, because I literally got this for £3. So Hello Happiness, an adult colouring book to live your life happily ever. I'm not going to flip loads of it because it's quite quick, but they're quite... Yeah, I think it's one of those love-hate books. Some people will be like, no, straight away. But I think, actually, if you just want something simple to colour, that's relaxing, and literally pretty mindless, and now back at work, something mindless occasionally is quite useful. Because I'm busy, it's stressful. Yeah, just something a bit more relaxing, that I'm not kind of producing a work of art that's, amazing and taking me hours and hours and hours. I literally just want to do a bit of marker, a bit of fun. I thought that might be really useful. And then the other one that happened to pop up that I've been keeping my eye out for a while. I'm not buying really much Lululemon because as you will have noticed if you've watched my channel, I don't really work in Lululemon very often. But the dogs one has been out of stock here in the UK for so long. I've not been able to get it. I think I could have bought a Spanish one or something like that. I saw a few times, but I thought I don't want the Spanish one. Don't know why. I think it was quite a lot, and I thought, I'm not, for books that I know I'm not gonna spend a huge amount of time colouring in. Obviously, I have a dog. She isn't in here, sadly. I've looked. I'm a bit disappointed. But I thought, yeah, I want the dog one just because it's got dogs in it, and I haven't really got many books that have dogs to colour in, so. Plus, it's quite random. This is Molly at her daycare. This is what they do in the day. Probably not, but you know. When I went to pick her up a few weeks ago, the lady that runs it went, "Oh, she's in the puzzle room." And I thought at the time, if she's in the puzzle room, she's found a comfortable place and she's having a kip, because she's not doing the puzzles. I have a couple of puzzle feeders, and she looks at it, she smells it for a while, and then she's like, "There's treats in here, will you just get them out? I'm not messing about with this thing." She just stirs you out. There's no way she's doing any puzzles. No. But A Million Dogs, Lula Mayo. And then the other thing that I was really delighted to find, second-hand purchase, but really pleased. I have one of these Anastasia Eriy Caldereva books that I've had quite a while, that I got from Etsy, literally years ago, I think, and it's beautiful, but yeah, it was expensive. It was, as you know, the postage is expensive. The book's not cheap anyway. So yeah, I resisted buying anymore just because of the price of them. And now obviously can't get them for love nor money, so I'd kind of like, I'm not going to be able to get any of these. And then a lovely lady on one of the Facebook groups that I'm on, sadly has had some problems herself, so she couldn't colour, but yeah, she decided she was going to sell them. So yeah, I've got Serenity again. I'm sure these have been seen. They're not new books, are they? They're in the community, quite lots of flips on them, so yeah, there's loads of these about if you want to have a look. But I've got that one. I've got, what's the back one? Amarantine. Again, it's not new, you'll have seen them lots, but it's beautiful. And then her newest one, Blackbird Song, which again is so lovely. My only worry with these is they are beautiful but slightly scary, particularly obviously you can't just go and buy another one tomorrow. But yeah, I am going to try and make myself work in some of these because they're so beautiful. But yeah, really pleased to have added these to my collection. Yeah, thank you very much, the lady that sold me them. Much appreciated. Find somewhere to put them. And then my last little pile was my little Amazon Japan pile, and yeah, I think it was this one that I ended up, or is it, if I can get hold of it, this one that, yeah, a couple of people have been pointing me at, that I wanted to order, so I thought it's never worth just ordering one from Amazon Japan. So yeah, I thought, well, if I'm ordering, I'll have a look what else is going. I'll just squeeze you down a bit. Okay, just managed to knock the whole thing off, so yeah, sorry. Hopefully you can see now. But yeah, the little new postcard book by Eriy. I should have looked what it was called, but I didn't, because I'm an idiot. It's just how it goes. But yes, I'm gonna, let me crack this open in the middle somewhere, because I haven't really looked at this much, so let's get it open first. So yeah, it's got the usual little cover, flip cover over. Then it's got some little coloured versions of the little scene. Oh, isn't it 16 rooms in a house or something like that? I think that's what it is. I did look it up now, I'm thinking about it. So yeah, the little scenes from this house, what little people are doing in the little rooms in the big house. So it's, yeah, 16 rooms in the house. So I think basically you get two little scenes from each of the rooms. So you've got this kind of person that's obviously into their gardening. You've got a page that is this someone that cooks, that bakes. A baker, looks like they're baking little treats to sell. Why is this page not opening properly? That's it. Then you've got a painter's, two little postcards. So these pages are actually perforated in the middle. Oh yeah, I think you can just about see. They are quite small postcards. So the kind of, this is over big, and half of this is much smaller than a traditional kind of postcard size that you, well, certainly in the UK we might get. Then you've got this kind of tropical page. This lady with her parrots and her palm trees. Then you've got a mermaid page, so you've got her in a bath, and then you've got some kind of window with all her decorations on. You've got someone that looks like they like Tiffany glass or something like that. Is it all around? You've got a fairy page. That's cute. You've got someone likes teddy bears page. You've got ballerina page. You've got someone that likes nautical things. Get open properly. You've got musician page. You've got someone that likes knitting socks. Bit random. You've got a witchy page. You've got a person that likes books. This could be my page. And I think this is, oh no, second to last. Someone likes dragons. And then this is the last one, I think, which is, oh, it's like someone that likes crystals or something like that. So yeah, I think it's 16 rooms in the house or something like that. The little Eriy postcard book. Now, I need to move you up again, but I'm terrified of touching my thing now in case it falls back off again. Don't know why it just did that. It's been on there for ages and then just decided to fall off. There we go. No idea what this is called. I'm sure it's been seen a lot as I've seen it about myself. But yeah, this is a lovely, beautiful book. I think the only place I have seen this is Amazon Japan. I might need to take you back up a bit, Minor, because you're just losing the edge a little bit. There we go. There we go. That's a bit better. Let me break the spine a bit. Where are we? Here. So yeah, these are just really beautiful, pretty scenes. Little objects, more scenes. Quite complicated leaves and flowers bit. 3 little kind of flower fairies. Again, a few too many leaves for me on that page, but I think this is lovely. So this looks like it's some kind of magical chapter. Bit of astrology. Some star signs. Magical items. Dunno. What is he? Kind of look at lobster claws, but not a lobster face. Oh, that's cute. Little animals hidden in this pattern. It's pretty. And this is a different chapter, I think, isn't it? More creatures, is it this one? Or is this a sea life chapter? I think that's... oh, maybe not. Because this isn't sea life, is it? I like a little cute bear that goes with her on her travels, though. Looks like we've gone to the castle. Seeing the fancy paintings in the castle. That appears to be inhabited, full of rabbits. Pretty dresses. Oh yeah, this is a pretty page. Kind of Rapunzel vibes. Or Sleeping Beauty. Something along those lines. I don't know. Clocks. Elephants. Having some kind of parade. And we're escaping back on our boat. Oh, I'm back at home in bed. So yeah, maybe it's her tours in her sleep or something like that, this book. I'm not sure. No doubt you can look each page up and it'll give you a better idea of what on earth is going on. I perhaps should have translated some of it before I show you, but I'm sure somebody has done a proper flip and done that for you somewhere. And then as usual you've got little things at the back. Message cards, that little tags. Yeah, so that is a lovely little book that I have no idea what it's called, but by Yoshimine. I'm not even going to go there. I'll get it wrong and then I'll insult somebody. And then because I was ordering from Amazon Japan, I did order this. I haven't got any of the Matchstick Mouse books at all, so this is my first, but I thought, after watching Pretty Pages 71, obviously she always gets hers printed in Japan and she can watercolour in them, so I thought, actually, as I'm ordering from Japan anyway, even though it is more expensive undoubtedly to get printed in Japan and sent here, it's probably not very environmentally very friendly either, is it? But I thought, no, I'm going to order one and just see how much better it is to work on. I don't have any of the mouse books except this one, so I've just got the Christmas one. Again, it's an old one, it's not a new book. I'll flip it very quickly. So it's not new by any means, but I fancied the Christmas one. I like Christmas scenes, and I don't have a huge amount of books that are quite quick Christmas scenes, and equally quite fancied being able to watercolour in one. So Matchstick Mouse, a Christmas colouring book by Morgan O'Brien, but printed in Japan, so I'm hoping that might be quite nice. Then this was a new release, I think, but I didn't really know a huge amount about it, but I was obviously ordering the couple that I really wanted, so I thought, well, I'll give it a go. So it's a Victoriana fantasy collection, a Curiamura, I can't even say it, I give up. Yeah. I don't know, whatever that is. It's from them. But yeah, I had no idea what this book was about. Let me open it. And yeah, it's quite different for me personally. I haven't got any books like this. It's a bit manga looking, I think that's what I would say. But I do quite like it. It goes in chapters, so you have a whole load of characters that are based on whatever the theme is. Thankfully it's in English, this particular bit. So these are the All Girls. So you've got this one, which I think is about Ruby. Adoration Ruby was that one. You've got this one that is Upright Emerald. You've got Be Free Fluorite. Have a chemistry lesson whilst you're here. This lady that's wrestling a big gem, Pioneer Crystal. My Little Wish, Opal. Then we've got Constellations. I'm not going to read them all, we'll be here all day. All these. I'm going to flip them, I'm not going to read them. If you're quick, you can read them on the other side as well. More of the stuff they put in here. Like I say, this is not a traditional book for me, really. I haven't got much like this. Some of it's not really my cup of tea, some of it I quite like. But this I think is quite a sweet page. I quite like this one as well, a bit steampunky. So the next chapter is My Favourite Secret Place. This chapter I quite like. Victorian Tailor. Doctor's Laboratory. Quite like some of this chapter. So it's kind of hit and miss for me, really. I quite like that with all the armour as well. Another chapter. This chapter perhaps not so much for me, if I'm honest. This page I like. So yeah, it's a bit hit and miss for me. Some of the drawings I like, some like that. It's not for me. No, put some clothes on, love. We've seen it all before. I don't need to colour it. But yeah, some of it I like, some of it I'm like, no. Not for me. What else have you got in the back stashed away? Oh, it's just the back of the cover there. And then it has the folding covers as well. I don't know what these gubbins things are that come, but they can go back in. But yeah, this one, that is a Victorian fantasy collection. Then, another random buy that I got from Amazon Japan, not knowing anything about it. Don't know what it's called. All these Japanese books I'll try and link, so if you like them you can try and find them. It has a lovely start. This book, that's the cover, but then it has this lovely rice paper layer that's printed. That's really beautiful. Totally pointless, but beautiful nonetheless. Let me sort the spine out before we go any further. I should do it before, don't I? But I don't. Sorry. But yeah, this one's basically lots of scenes. Some quite detailed scenes. This is a very wide book, sorry, I might have to keep flipping you back and forward to have a look. But the usual instructions that you get in all of the Japanese books, and a bit of a coloured version for you to kind of get an idea of what's going on in it. And then the actual pages. So there's a good chunk of the book already before you start to be able to colour it that's already got all of that info on. Then you have these really detailed little scenes. These are small, really quite small. So this is quite a wide book. So depending on what size, but yeah, some of this is like weeny tiny little shapes. So yeah, I think if you don't like tiny little things, this perhaps isn't a book for you, because some of this is, well, you can see how small, and I've got my finger next to it. Some of it is really small and detailed. But if you like something tiny, detailed, quite big pages, I do think these are quite unusual little books. And because it's all kind of blocks, you can kind of be a bit creative with it yourself. You've got like a little bit of print in some of it, but yeah, they're just interesting little villages, towns, cityscapes. I'm not sure what you describe them as, really. You can probably translate and know exactly what it is, but obviously I film with my phone, so I can't translate it whilst we're doing this. But obviously this is my favourite page because it's full of mushroom houses. But yeah, got little balloons in the background and other bits and pieces. Underwater town. No idea what you describe this. Oh, it's kind of like hanging gardens going on. More tats that we don't need. Some kind of magical place. Wizards gear. Then you've got little mini ones that I think are quite cute. That's nice, and like a little shell. Yeah, quite like these little vignettes. Town in the... Oh, look how small that is. That is crazy. That is so small. Next to my... Yeah, this one, I think the clouds are lovely, but wow, that is so small. I don't even know how you get in that. That's too small. This is a slightly better cloud scene. This is another crazy page that's got an awful lot going on. Seems to be a bit of everything. You've got dragon, you've got a boat, you've got the owl from the magic room. Yeah, a bit of all of them. Oh, helpful. One that goes the other way up, like a clocks city or something like that. City of the clocks. Oh, hold on. I'm going to knock that ruler off on myself. Let's get rid of it. This looks like some kind of place you go shopping for clothes, furniture. I don't know, random animal in there. I don't know. Oh, back the other way. No idea. I suppose it's a bit steampunky, isn't it? There's some big cogs and things. It feels a bit industrial. Some kind of industrial place. Oh, little mice. Why are you here? Oh, there's one up there as well. Oh, I'm on there. Some industrial place run by mice. I don't know. Another cloud. City. Some kind of chemistry place. Their equation. This looks like a page for you, for UK. It's a science page. Yeah, I quite like these though. There's lots of different little scenes in all the little vials and jars and test tubes. This looks like it's some kind of asteroid with a city in it, I don't know. More little scenes, I quite like these little scenes. Some giant steampunky town fish thing. I don't know what you'd call most of these. Apologies for my terrible descriptions. Is this an animal? Kind of looks a bit dinosaur-y, doesn't it? It says, knocking it off the screen. Oh, which way around? Oh. Orchids. Town of Orchids. Oh yeah, they've all got them in the windows. Town of Orchids. No idea. Another town. And I think that's it. And you've got some more of this beautiful rice paper. And that is the lot of this lovely book full of various different townscapes. ISBN's there if you want it. If you want to try and find it somewhere else other than my links. And then my last one, again, was just a guess. It was a bit of a... Let me get rid of that silly advert sheet. Bit of a hit and miss. Again, I got it because I thought, oh, that cover looks really quite attractive. I like this little owl. It's got some crystals on it, obviously. Yeah, this is another book that's kind of hit and miss, really, for me. I like some of it. I don't like all of it, I think is where I am. So, again, I have no idea what it's called or who it's by. I'll link it. Or obviously you can translate some of it yourself if you'd like to have a go. But yeah, I don't know. It's got a lot at the front. Beautifully coloured bits, as usual. And then it is all single-sided. But it has, like, you can write, oh, going off the screen, isn't it? You can obviously write on the back when you've done it, what you've used, all of that bit. It has a little quote there as well. Every day is a new day by Ernest Hemingway. But yeah, you've got Twin Bird, Beautiful Life, Beautiful World, Bossage, I don't know. The wisest mind has something yet to learn. So yeah, you've got these scenes with quotes, which I'm not a great lover of scenes with quotes. Then you've got this page with cats, and he is a very cheeky cat. Like, what is he looking at? It's the cat's path. Dunno. He looks like he's up to no good, that one. You've got an underwater scene, a birthday bear, some unicorns in the clouds, kind of space scene with some crystals. Some nice Turkish lamps. Stained glass window. This one is quite a strange book. You've got some pages that I really like, and some pages I'm like, oh, that seems a bit random. So yes, I'm a bit love-hate. I'm not going to do that page. This doesn't fill me with excitement, but I do quite like a little funfair. So yes, some of it's better than others. I think for a lot of people it's probably going to be a no, but I thought I'd show you anyway, because there's some bits I like. I just wish it was a bit more like the front cover and a bit less random items and wallpaper. Quite like this mandala, and I love this page, which was the reason I bought the book. I just wish there was more of this in here. But yeah, it gets a bit mandala-y at the back, sadly. So yeah, it's quite a strange mix of things, really. So yeah, if you're tempted from Amazon Japan, this is what it looks like. And yeah, so yeah, I don't know what I think about this book, really. I kind of like it from there forward. I think he is okay. These I don't mind. All these are quite colourable, even though I don't love the statements on them. But yeah, then it gets a bit mandala-y at the back, doesn't it? But anyway, who knows? Anyway, this was my last one. I can finally put this pile of book away. Yay! Thank you for watching. Hopefully there's something of interest to you throughout this whole pile. I'll try and add links where I can in the description below. Hopefully. Thank you for watching. Bye bye.